So as we talk about the different kinds of organelles and you fill out your lecture study guide, you have three columns: the organelle name, structure, function, and then associated life function. I'm going to talk about the first two columns, but the third one, associated life function, I'd like you to go back and look at our very first lecture where we wrote down 11 or 12 characteristics of life. And I'd like you to think about that particular organelle and what life function does it support? Does it help use oxygen? Does it help produce waste? Does it help use energy? Where does it fit into those different characteristics of life? So our first organelle is the cell or plasma membrane. This is going to form the outer boundary of the cell. It's a semi-permeable barrier that regulates what goes in and out of the cell. So it's pretty easy to build a barrier that nothing can get through. It's a little trickier to build a barrier that sometimes lets things through and sometimes doesn't. And semi-permeable means some things can move through, other things can't. Later in this lecture, we will talk more about the details of the membrane and how that works. This organelle is also going to be involved in communication between the outside environment and the inside of the cell. And this is one of the unifying characteristics of all cells. They all have a cell membrane. Next, we have the nucleus. The nucleus is surrounded by a double membrane. So there's two layers of membrane. The nucleus is going to contain the DNA. And of course, this is the defining characteristic of eukaryotic cells. They're only found in eukaryotes, not in prokaryotes. Within the nucleus, this purple organelle here, there is a region called the nucleolus. And on a real picture, it's sort of a darkened area inside the nucleus. And this is where the ribosomes are actually built. So the nucleus is going to build ribosomes and contain the DNA. This is also where messenger RNA is built through the process of transcription, and we will learn more about that when we get to chapter 9. Next, we have the ribosomes, which are built in the nucleolus of the nucleus. This is a complex made of RNA and proteins. This is an organelle that does not have a membrane around it, so it can be found in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. This is a little cellular machine that's actually going to build proteins. That process is called translation, and here's a video that will give you a brief overview of the nucleus and the RNA and protein building. This is just a quick introduction. You don't need to understand all these processes yet, as we will cover that in more detail in chapter 9.